Good evening, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this really nice car. This is 1.5 GT in a Honda Civic. I love these cars. It's really nice. The car, because I suppose I love the 1.5 version of the Honda Civic anyway, because it's 182 horsepower. And this one, as a GT, it's got some real nice extras like glass roof and all that kind of stuff. But I'll show you that in a minute. So basically, if you want information on a car like this, please do give me a call. 086 843 1945, 086 843 1945. Call, text or WhatsApp. We are based here in Kildare town, and we also have things like Hyundai and Mercedes here, and there's also garages in Naas, Carlow and Tullamore. But if it's Honda you want to see, like this car here, come to the garage here in Kildare town, and that's where you'll see it. So as we were saying, this one here, 1.5 turbo GT. So starting off at the front end of the car, it is VTEC turbo. Earth Dreams, 182 horsepower all day long, every day, and I can show you our demo. These cars will do in the region of 5.5 to 6 litres per 100 kilometres easily. Like, that's really easy, but actually they'll do better than that if you're nice to them. So we've clients that are running in the region of 5 to 5.5 litres. I'm talking about 180 horsepower basically with a car that is able to produce fuel ratings, if you think like me and it's a bit old school, that's in the kind of 50 miles per gallon range. So that's really good considering the horsepower level that you're getting. Let's drop down the bonnet here for a sec, so just bear with me for a sec. Now, okay, unfortunately I had another camera which I could stop, but it is not working anymore. Anyway, so as we were saying, looking at the car, the first thing we see is really nice LED headlamps in through there. I love them headlamps, and indicators first of all. Second thing is then when I hit this, we'll see the headlamps are LED in through there as well, and also the full lights are also LED as well, and then even the fog lights, as you'll see in through there, are LED as well. So all very cool, looks really upmarket, looks really classy, and then I love them indicators that go with it as well. The side running markers are on the Civic model as a whole, so they look really nice as well. If we move around to the front of the car, it has nice piano black finish on the grille, and then down low there's another piano black section along the bottom, and then we have our honeycomb grille on either side as well. The other thing about this car is then it will have full closure. So what I mean by that is, if you unlock the car, basically things like, we'll say, windows come down and check out the roof opens up, and then similarly then if I hit the lock button on the car, it'll bring in wing mirrors, it'll bring up windows, and it'll bring the roof down. So it looks really well overall. After that then, on the side of the car, that will have a 17-inch alloy wheel, which is more of a diamond cut effect actually on that. So if you look at the wheel up close, it's got this nice shiny kind of finish on it, so that's a diamond cut wheel, to be fair actually, which is standard on a lot of Civics, but it really comes together well on this GT because the GT has the extra piano black skirt down through there. It's got the extra piano black skirt all the way down the side. Moving around to the back of the car, it has more piano black skirting in through there, and then we have the exposed exhaust up through the centre, and the exhaust just makes a nice little hum. It's not too loud or anything like that, and again all the way down through the side of the car that you can see as well. The rear tail lights are also a nice LED all the way around as well, so they look really nice. Parking sensors are standard across the back of the car, and parking sensors are standard on the front. Piano black again along through here. So as you can see, there's a theme basically where we have silver with the piano black finish with the diamond cut alloy wheel. So it all comes together very nicely, but especially in a GT, because tinted window here, that's fine, tinted window here, and it's black around here, there's no chrome, so it looks really well that way. But the black roof also as well makes it stand out. So I find when you see a GT coming down the road, you always know it because it has that kind of black roof which stands out, and especially if the roof is maybe popped open like so or something like that. So very nice. And the other cool thing as well, like, in fairness, this car is great value, like, I mean really good value. So if you're looking for cars at the moment, if you're considering brand new, yes, that is a good option, but there's some really good value in a car like this. This has come from Honda Ireland, and the car itself has a generous discount on it, which you'll see on our website as well, compared to the price of a brand new one. This car is €32,400 brand new, but you'll see we have it advertised for way less than that. They are just headlight washers over there as well. I just want to start it up actually. Oh yeah, cool. One other thing, keyless entry. So I walk up to the car is locked at the moment, so if I put the key down over here, and if I walk over to the car, I cannot get into the door. However, if I put the key into my pocket, fine, and then I walk over, so the key's in my pocket, put my hand in, it opens up, I can get in, or similarly I can get out and hit the lock button there as well. So that's how all that keyless entry works. So very, very cool. And it's also got a push button start, so foot on the clutch, nice aluminium pedals, hit the start button, and away she goes, and she starts right up, and then you get your nice sequence in through here as well. Makes a nice sound, that car, really nice sound. Anyway, let's go around to the back of the car for a minute while we're cruising around the outside. And maybe it might be handy if I opened up the boot. Okay, so anyone that's sticking along in the video, appreciate it, because I know these videos can be not so great in terms of quality. I do need to improve the equipment, and they can be boring as well, let's face it. So functioning exhaust in through here, and after that then the boot, like, I mean, look, condition of the car is perfect, but you know, it's a nearly new car, so you'd expect that. Storage down underneath, you can put a spare wheel in there, but it has the puncture repair kit standard. And then, as you saw, this goes from the left to the right, and actually people used to say that's flimsy. Let me just show you something, and you only learn this by using the car, and I went on holidays in a similar car to this. You can pack up the boot with all awkward stuff, and now that starts to make an awful lot of sense. After that then, two handles depending if you're left or right handed. In terms of getting into the car, I really like because the 1 litres have a chrome and it suits certain colours. The beeping is just because I have the key in my pocket, but the chrome that goes around the window, it suits certain colours, but I really like it on this because it's black all the way around. I like the fact that it's black all the way around there as well, so the chrome doesn't break it up, it's all nice and congruent. In terms of the rear, you have three 3-point safety belts, 3 head restraints in the back, armrest up through the centre in through here. And then after that there is kangaroo storage on both sides actually, and because the GT you get some extra tweeters and speakers. So normal model has 8 speakers, GT has 11 speakers. After that then, on the inside of the car, we can look at over our head the glass roof, which is quite nice. So I'm just going to open that up for a sec to get more light into the car. We also now have an electrochromatic rear mirror, so basically if someone drives up behind you, it darkens itself. After that then we have touch and swipe radio, which is standard on the most of the models. So if you go in through here, we're going to go into home. And what is going on here? Okay, so that's just doing its thing. Right, there we go. So climate, all the way through there, touch and swipe and all that stuff. Back into home again, there we go. So it's navigation is up through here, which is Garmin, and then after that we have our usual audio functionality and, you know, usual settings, phone, and look, let's face it, a lot of cars have Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff now, so nothing amazing there. But, and then controls for Bluetooth are over here. Smartphone connection is really cool though. You plug in your phone in this little tunnel over here, which are USB and auxiliary and all that kind of stuff. And then after that you can plug the phone in through there, and what will come up then is Apple Carplay and Android Auto. So what it's going to do is basically you plug in your phone, and what it's going to do is, and I have to shout because the speaker's on the other side, but if you plug in your phone, everything comes up there, like your messaging, your Apple Maps and all that kind of stuff. I have an Apple, but if you have an Android, it'll bring everything up. So basically it's like taking your phone's functionality and putting it up on the screen. So it's really, really cool actually. Heated seats are standard on the front seats on the GT, and after that we have wireless charging. So if you have a good, decent mobile phone, which I don't, but if you have a good one, you can do wireless charging in through here. After that is a GT, as a GT it also gets adjustable suspension. So if I press the button here, you can see I've now got adjustable dampers, and what the adjustable dampers are going to do is when you're going around a corner, it's stiffening up basically how the car will say is going to react and how the suspension stroke is. And basically, long story short, it'll feel stiffer, i.e. you can carry more speed around the corner. Got another speaker up here, keeping within that premium audio system that we were talking about a little while ago. More storage with another USB connector in through there, park brake in through here. After that then, the clocks on the Civic are cool because you get all the information in through here, which is average speed, fuel efficiency. I'm just going to tone that down a bit, it might be a little bit too bright. Yeah, okay. So the headlights need to be in auto, I think, to do that. Anyway, I'll have to go back to that function. So just moving this forward for a sec. Okay, so fuel, average speed, my favourite, which is over here, the turbo meter, and that's telling you what the turbocharger is up to. After that, navigation information, current speed zone that you're in, but to be fair, that's always over here anyway. And then warning for safety belts, maintenance, all that kind of stuff. Up here you can see adaptive cruise control. So if I press this button on the steering wheel, which I'll show you in a minute, I can turn it on and I can set my adaptive cruise control here, and then I can say how far do I want to stay behind the car in front. So if 3 car lengths, 2 car lengths, 1 car length, up as far as 4 car lengths behind. Second thing is I can say watch my lines, so it's going to track the lines on either side and try and keep us in between them, which is the adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist. But these are the buttons I was using over here on the steering wheel to manipulate that. There's also lane change warning. So one of them keeps you in lane, one of them warns you. You also have autonomous braking. So under 32 kilometers an hour, if you don't hit the brake basically and something stops in front of you, the car will detect that you haven't touched the brake and it'll attempt to apply the brakes to help you in that fashion. After that then, in through there we've got headlight washers and traction control and all that kind of stuff in through there after that. Headlights are automatic, so basically we saw those really cool headlights out on the front of the car. So if I have those headlights on, when I meet traffic, they will go full by themselves and then they'll go back to dip by themselves as well after that. And the wipers up here are also automated as well. And like we were saying then, I'm just going to show you here for a sec. There's a nice hum off the exhaust. It's not too loud or anything like that. I'm just going to give it a bit of a rev here for you, but it's not loud, but I'll just give you an idea. It's just got that nice little hum where you know it's not a normal car. There's something nice about this car, you know that when you hear a little hum like that. Lumbar for lower back, obviously height adjustable seat and all that kind of stuff in through there as well. The car is really good condition, but look, it's a 181 car, so you'd expect that anyway. So that kind of car gets me really excited. I hope you are the same type of person, and if you are and you would like to see this car, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. And I think the great thing about this car is there's some great value in it now because it's got some discount on it, because there's a little bit of mileage on it. I think it's really good value overall. Sorry, one other thing I forgot to show you actually on the screen inside is the camera. So when I go for reverse, I get a number of settings on the camera, which is basically cross monitor. So that's basically telling me if something's come from there or there, which is unique to GT. You get cross monitor as well, and also over here then different settings on the camera as in where you want them to come from. And one other thing on GT as well is when I'm driving along, okay, if you watch my mirror over here, it only happens when I start the car in this case because there's nothing there. But you see the little guy there? That light is coming on, and when you're driving along, if someone comes up beside you, it'll actually light up. And what that means is when you go to change lane, if you for maybe a split second have a notice that there's a car come up beside you, it's warning you not to change lanes because someone's in your blind spot. I really love the look of these cars. I love them headlamps, and there's serious value for money. If you look at the price of this car right now, for what it's actually what's called advertised for compared to a brand new one, it's serious value for money. So if you want any information on the car, please do give us a shout. Brian is my name. 086 843 1945. If you want any information, do not hesitate to give me a shout. If you want to know about trade-ins, or if you want to know about finance, or if you just want to know about the car itself, or if you want to know basically about anything else in terms of Honda that we do here, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. And I'd be fearsomely surprised if you can come look at a car like this. Sorry, I'm only babbling now because I'm just going through different shots of the car. But if you can come and drive a car like this and not get out of it and say to yourself, that was really, really nice. And the other thing as well is, if you can come look at a car like this and actually look at the pricing structure on it, and again, look at the deal overall and say, do you know what, that is not great value for money. I don't think you can. Lovely car, really, really nice car. Anyway, please do give me a shout if there's anything we can do. Thank you for taking time to watch. I really appreciate it if you watch.